So, I'm Dr. Lutz Mary, Associate Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. So, I'm going to take the topic performance testing for the subject CCS 366 Software Testing and Automation. This is an elective subject for third year 6th semester CSE students. So, first we'll see what is performance testing. Performance testing is the practice of evaluating how a system performs in terms of responsiveness and stability under a particular workload. So, performance tests are executed to examine the speed of the system, robustness, and the reliability and the application size of the software. So, the performance testing is an umbrella term. So, it's a collective of the tests that look at the speed, it will check the scalability, and the reliability and recoverability of software systems. So, this comes under non-functional test of the software testing. So, a functional test it involves, it has to make sure that whether the web application works as it should, or the non-functional test involve, it has to make sure your web application continues to work as it should under increased demand. So, in simple way, I can say, so does it work? In the non-functional test, how well does it work? How fast and reliable it is? How will it be scalable for many number of systems? So, the performance testing is it's one of the crucial testing in the software testing field. So, because it makes a fast, reliable, and scalable software on the sites. So, 92% of the software testing professionals consider so performance testing is very important. So, it's 5% of this only IT professional can say. So, I have to run the performance test. So, everybody have their own views. So, load testing, we'll see what is load testing and stress testing that comes under performance testing. So, by definition, load testing checks software performance with a specified load to understand how it behaves under expected or heavy usage of the software. See, it lets businesses and organizations simulate different levels of traffic. The traffic we cannot predict, it may be less traffic or more. The traffic will be heavy in a controlled environment, so they don't experience crashes, errors, or slowdowns during the popular events like Black Friday, tax. So the workload will be heavier. So a major concert on sale. So load testing. So how to do the load test? It's focused on expected load. So what it means is if you are expecting 10,000 concurrent user, your test will populate your website with 10,000 users or maybe 11,000 to give some breathing room how it manage it. So a load testing is typically or technically a non-functional test. It can reveal both functional, it includes errors and crashes, non-functional problems, slow response time or cart timeout. So this is because some bugs or errors that impact function only appeal under. So the benefits is reduces the risk of downtime. It verifies the performance of service level agreements between the customer and the software team. So then reveals the bottleneck, limiting scalability. It shows how businesses and organizations can make faster sites and apps. It identifies inefficient code, hidden bugs, and other bottlenecks. So next we will see what is stress testing. Stress testing is a type of performance testing that focuses not on the load, because load testing is focus on the load test but on extreme load. So it's not an expected load, it's an extreme load. So we cannot predict, it may be higher. That's the thing we can infer from the stress testing. It involves taking your site or app to the breaking point and observing whether it can able to recover from the stress. So this means that even if your website works fine for 10,000 concurrent users, you keep on bumping that number up to the system crashes. You are giving stress to that particular. So, the stress test, you are looking to determine the point at which the things slow down, produce errors, and crashes. It reveals the level of load that caused failure and how well and fast your system can be able to recover from it. So, the goal of the stress testing is to reduce the likelihood of failure due to load and to make crashes and recovery more graceful and safe. So, what are the advantages of stress test? It shows how far an application can go beyond target load. It establishes the upper limit for the capacity of the planning. So, reveals the triggers it monitor to prevent crashes or errors. It enables to determine to verify the security vulnerabilities that don't emerge under extreme load. So it determines and optimize system recoverability. It reveals whether the data loss or other issues occurs during failure. Thank you.